Hi, my name is Shelby Woodward, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about suicide in adolescence. Did you know that September is National Suicide Prevention Month? Not only am I someone who has been suicidal, but I know others who have tried to take their own life as well. A lot of kids find it hard to ask and get the help that they need, or by the time you notice it, it may be too late. Today, I will be explaining the seriousity of suicide and tips to help notice and try to prevent it before it's too late and it takes more lives. In Suicide Information for Teens, Keith Jones states that suicide was the 10th leading cause of death for all ages in 2018. And amongst that, students in grades 9 to 12 in the US during 2013, 17% of those students considered attempting suicide. With all of those statistics, all of that being said, suicide does not have an age, gender, religion. Suicide is something that does not discriminate and can be an issue for anyone. There are many different reasons why someone may want to attempt suicide, and here are a few examples that Keith Jones gives us. Some reasons are depression, other mental disorders, or substance abuse disorder. There could be a family history of mental or substance disorder. Maybe there's a family history of suicide. There could also be family history of violence, physical or sexual. And many other factors can be a reason to why someone may want to take their own life. According to Rue, in Suicide, Ideation, and Life Events in a Sample of Rural Adolescents, she states that adolescence experiences both developmental and situational periods of transition along with myriad stressful life events. This is why it is very important to focus on the health of adolescents and their mental stability. I know from experience that mental health and suicide is a topic that everyone should talk about because it is something that affects most of us in many different ways. As someone who has been through many different experiences in my life, that made me feel worthless and super depressed to where I didn't want to live anymore. When I was in elementary and middle school, I was bullied a lot. I was never pretty enough, I was too fat. Whatever mean thing you can think of, I was probably called it. I remember one time when I was at the pool in middle school where a boy said, "Look at that whale over there." And of course, all I did was go home and cry. I never wanted to tell my parents that I was depressed or that I was being bullied because I never wanted to put more stress on them. So I dealt with everything on my own. But as a kid, I was not able to cope with my feelings correctly. In 7th grade, I was already self-harming. I would cut my arms, I would cut my legs, and if someone would comment on my weight, like the boy did, I would cut my stomach. Things never got any easier, and freshman year, 2015, I tried to overdose on pills. Luckily, I was taken to a hospital and then taken to a mental health facility where I was able to get the help I needed. But sometimes I wonder how no one saw the warning signs that I was depressed and that I was suicidal. And that is why I make it my goal to help and inform others. There are a few signs that you can look for if you or someone you know is depressed, and I'm going to share a few of them with you. Some warning signs that you can look for in adolescence are making suicidal statements such as "life sucks," "I want to die," or "the world would be better without me." Another warning sign you can look for is when a child or a teen starts to give away their belongings. You can look for if a child is withdrawing from friends or family, and if they are having very aggressive mood swings. Other warning signs that you can look for include neglecting personal appearance or a change in personality. Every threat or warning sign that you see in an adolescent should be taken seriously. You should know now how serious suicide is in adolescence and some tricks to be able to see it before it happens. I believe that mental health and suicide need to be talked about more often in order to help prevent it. I am glad that I'm still here today in order to share my experiences to try and help others. I thank you all for coming out and listening, and remember, if you or anyone you know is suicidal, there's always a number or a person to call. Thank you so much. Have a great day.